This is another episode of the Decoy Sports Podcast.
Welcome to the Decoy Sports Podcast. My name is Joel. And who the fuck have I got here?
Mate, I've just come back from the Gold Coast. Absolute vintage win.
Vintage.
Now,
Against the Titans.
I got angry at the boys last week.
You were fucking angry.
I got angry. And I wanted a bit of fight, and I got it. Vintage. You know what that tastes like?
What does it taste like?
Victory. It tastes like victory, mate. You should taste it as well, because the Knights are up too.
Knights had a famous win.
A famous win.
A famous win. I'd say more famous than your win. Because it was Titans. Like, who gives a fuck?
Woo! We're
Do you
back.
feel good? Do you feel good?
We're back. We are back. We're making the 8, mate.
You're making
we're
the
in.
8.
We're in the 8.
Fuck.
I'm telling you,
I don't know about that.
mate.
Still a long season to go, mate.
We are back. It is on.
I wouldn't say you're back, though.
We're back, mate.
Wasn't that like
We are back,
last 20 minutes, like 18-0 from Titans?
mate. We're back. You take. We all look, mate. It's grand final every week. So what's the point? What's the point of beating them?
You
by
got
a few more?
Broncos this week.
There's no point beating them by a few more points, mate. We may as well have just packed up. Just go out next week. We got the Broncos, you know?
Yeah.
There's no point in ripping in for another 20 minutes when you can just, put it back and
Just
bloody.
sit down, relax.
That's it. Famous win.
Famous.
Famous win. We're back. We're back.
It's good. How was your weekend?
It was good, mate. I went to the Gold Coast, as you can see. Just got back from the beach.
Yeah.
Went and watched some footy of Titans getting absolutely humped into the Tour of the Earth fame. And now I'm here, just walked back and good to go.
You look a bit red.
Well, I'm always a bit red. I am a ranger, so, I'm sure the red doesn't help as well.
Just accentuates it a bit.
Yeah, I was pretty sun safe this weekend, so as you can see. Yeah.
Not an ad.
Not an ad for
The 10.
Le 10.
But if you want to.
Gives you a 10 and sun safe.
Nice one.
Yep.
You're a fuckwit.
Getting to the weekend.
What about Turd of the Week? Gun of the Week?
Oh, mate. May as well just continue on. I'll keep going.
Go for it.
Oh, Tedesco. Oh, my God.
What? Turd of the Week?
Oh, my God. He's my gun of the week. Oh, let's go through these stats. 18 runs, 230 metres, 44 PCMs, 1 line break, 2 line break assists, 2 try assists, 1 try, 4 tackle breaks, 2 offloads. Vintage Tedesco, mate. He's back.
That's good. So the break was well earned, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that last week. We missed it, but
Yeah, we did.
Fuck everyone that said he didn't need a break.
I think we did cover it a little bit.
We forgot.
Did we?
Said we were going to talk about it and we didn't. What I have to say about that is I did bring it up on the podcast a few weeks ago that I didn't think he should have had the second game. He shouldn't have played after the second Origin. He just lost the series as captain, all that sort of stuff. That was a time where he should have they should have given him the week off. He looked tired. He didn't, and he actually played his worst. Remember, I gave him the Turd of the Week that week. He played the worst game I've ever seen him play in our colours. So,
Yep.
yeah.
So he's back.
He's back. He's back. The Roosters are back. We're back. We're fucking back. It's happening. We're making the 8, mate. I'm telling you.
You reckon?
We're making the 8.
50?
Huh?
$50?
If we beat the Broncos this week.
No, there's no.
Nah,
we're
come
doing
on.
it. You're saying it now.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Surely, if you're that confident.
Fuck it. Fuck it. We're making the 8.
Righto.
What happens if you don't make the 8?
I'm not betting on me.
Oh, but
Well, it's only.
you're technically in front of us right now.
Here we are by a point. One of us, it's gonna make the 8.
Maybe. We'll probably both miss out.
Probably. I'll get $50.
But we're not. We're making it. You've heard it here first. Roosters are making the 8. It's happening.
Sure.
But anyway, Tedesco.
I think you were like a 5% chance,
Yeah, I think something like that.
and we were 25%.
We're going on a run. I feel that you can just feel the culture changing.
After one win.
Yeah, we're changing. You could see the team, they're connecting again. You know, I'm probably going to give a credit to, look, I won't be over the top. I'll say 80% me and my.
What about Robbo?
No, 80% me giving him a spray last week. I think that got him over the line 80%. I'll give 10% to Tedesco. You know, just absolute vintage performance. And then I'll say a 10% team performance. So I think 80% is probably fair for me. You know, me
Give yourself
spraying him.
90.
Nah, I think the team did enough to get 10%, and I think Tedesco had another 10. So that's a pretty good balance, I think, in terms of, you know, who really put in over the weekend. And yeah, that's all I got to say.
I can't wait till they lose this week. You covered in spraying them again next week.
It's all right, mate.
Love it. Well, let's get to my gun of the week. I've got some stats for this time.
Yep.
Scotty drink water.
Do you want to elaborate on that? Or?
Yep. One try assist, 19 runs, 168 meters, 37 post contact, 10 tackle breaks, 3 line breaks, 1 line break assist.
Not
He's
bad.
Fucking gun.
It's pretty good, bro.
Gun. Honorable mention for my gun of the week, Phoenix Crossland. He's like glue. He's like the glue at the moment.
Maybe you just fuck Brayley off because he keeps getting injured anyway.
Well,
there's no point.
They're getting rid of Kurt Mann now. He's like free to leave. So I'm thinking Crossland has to be the 14 now.
Has to be.
Going forward. Long term.
Probably.
Yep.
I think that's probably the way to go.
And like you can, like I'd feel comfortable playing Brayley for half the game if Crossland would play half the game.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
I think you do probably, just with his injury like
Just
record,
ease him
you need
back.
him to. You probably don't even want him to play 80 ever anymore because he's just clearly just breaks down. So yeah, he should probably be playing like 50 to 60 and get Crossland on for the rest, and maybe even Crossland just comes on around the middle, here and there, or stays on.
Yeah,
or,
comes in like 30 minutes and then comes
stays
on. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, that's fair, man.
Yeah.
I can't agree more with that. What's your turd of the week, mate?
Turd of the week, Marty Tapau.
Yep, I had him in brackets. He was my bracketed turd of the week.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah, it was awful.
Apparently got a warning at training during the week.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, because in the broadcast they're like, "Oh, yeah, it's unlike Marty. I've never seen him do that." And I'm like, he just like, well, I didn't know that he did either.
No,
then
but
they
after,
come out and it's well, that's even worse.
Kevy gave him a warning to not do that.
Did he give him a warning about doing it in another game or doing it at training?
At training.
Right.
He got a warning to be like, don't do that.
Right.
And he did it. That has to be like a month. Did he get graded already?
Yeah, got 3 matches.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's pretty fucked. That could have
100%.
fucked Campbell Graham up.
Yeah.
He's already got a
If he was
sternum
slightly
injury.
lower as well, he would have hit him in the head and would have been fucked.
Fuck yeah, could have done some big damage.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Who was yours?
As I said, I had him down in brackets. I couldn't really split him, but the other one was the Sharks for me.
Yeah.
Just dog shit.
Even after that, like,
I don't
come
give a
back.
fuck. They're gone.
I was getting text last night like, oh, they're gone.
Last night proved to me that Manly and the Sharks are both gone.
You reckon?
Yep. They're gone.
Is that just because you want to jump them?
Roosters will jump them.
Because Manly are a point above you as well.
Yep.
Oh, we'll do the ladder after.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, they're gone, and the Roosters are going to jump in there. I think the Knights might as well. I just also want to say that, I was a bit negative towards the boys over the last few weeks.
You got your tail between your legs.
I did have my tail between my legs.
No, you do now.
No.
Coming back, ask for forgiveness.
Nah, I think I just needed to see something from him. I just needed to see some passion. And that was basically what I was expecting for the whole year. And they finally showed up for me. And I just want to say that I love you. And I'll never leave you again.
Can I just say, is that sunscreen on your face? Or
bit of both. It was a bit of both.
Not surprised.
But you only hear positive vibes from me moving forward.
Okay, you heard that here first.
Every single week we win, because we're going to win 7 straight. So you
reckon
every week we win? Let me finish. So every week we win 7 straight. I'll be here in my Roosters kit, and that'll be all the way to the grand final, because we're not losing a game till the grand final now. And
so you're going to lose the grand final?
No, till the grand final, and then we'll reassess and do the numbers, get the and fucking go out and win.
So what happens if you lose a game?
We won't lose. As I said, no negative vibes.
I want to see your draw. Forward. Have you got your draw up?
I don't give a fuck. It's wins. It's wins all the way.
Yeah, but it's not though.
No, but if there's a team that you look on paper and you look at that team, they can beat any team on their day, mate.
You've looked at paper all year.
Yeah, and I screwed the paper up last week, and guess what happened? We won.
So you got Broncos Thursday night.
Yep, win. That's a W. Instant W, definitely.
Manly the next Thursday night.
Oh, that's completely a W. That's to get us in the 8, basically, because they'll fuck out. Like, they're gone.
Dolphins.
Oh, that's an easy win. Easy win.
Para.
Yep, easy W. They've got players out.
Tigers.
Oh, fucking hell. That'd be 50-0 to us.
Rabbitohs.
Yep, they're gone. Fuck them.
That's the last one of the round.
Yeah, we won't even need to. We'll already be in the 8 by then. We might even rest some players then. I think Rabbitohs won't make it, so they're gone.
1, 2,
Rabbitohs will drop out. We'll just rest some players, give them the win.
6 games to go.
Yep. As I said, 7-game winning streak. Started on the weekend. And, as Robbo said, you can, it's the old cliche, but you can only win one at a time, mate, week to week. But this week coming is the Broncos. And I feel a 20-point win coming on.
20 points.
20-point win.
I'll be betting in the opposite direction.
Oh, well, positive vibes only, mate. So fuck you. Don't talk to me. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyone else from Turd of the Week?
Nah.
No.
I think he was a pretty big turd.
Yep. All right. Next one. We haven't really touched on this all year, so I thought we might as well do it. NRL table. Let's have a look at it now. Can you get it up?
Yep.
And we're gonna do a collective top 4 and then like bottom 4 of the top 8. So top 8, but we want to see who makes the top 4. We reckon, and then who makes the other places or loses out kind of thing.
The current top 8. Panthers.
I might do it up as well so we can both check it.
Righto. Panthers, Broncos, Warriors, Storm, Raiders, Sharks, Cowboys, Eels.
When you look at that, do you think there's anyone in that top 4 that's going to change?
No.
I don't either. No. I think it's pretty...
That's the top 4, I reckon.
Yeah. The only one that could maybe sneak in, the only one that I could see that would be different there would be maybe... just because you haven't seen it over a couple of years and you just don't know, they're very, very like they almost blew it on the weekend, would be the Warriors.
Yeah.
Could possibly drop out.
And
then I think the Cowboys could maybe go in. So I think it could be a...
Possibly.
Yeah.
They are 2 points separate, but...
But Cowboys, 2 points isn't much. Like, they almost lost on the weekend.
No,
right?
but Broncos and Warriors have buys in hand as well.
Right.
But then so do Cowboys.
Yeah.
So it's what the ladder is at the moment. It's pretty much...
So would you be happy to roll with what it is, or would you say Cowboys make it in? They're going pretty good.
I think they could possibly jump the Storm. I don't see what... I think Warriors have a really easy draw.
I feel like the Storm do this where they'll have that one bad game and then they'll come good again.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that might happen a little bit?
Maybe. But they haven't... Like, they've been good this year, but they haven't looked like the normal Storm. Maybe, like, Pappenhausen is supposed to be back in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
That extra dimension of attack, possibly, but it's their defense. We scored 5 tries on them.
Yeah.
Kalen Pocker missed 3 kicks. It should have been
Yeah.
a bigger score.
They just seem to this year. They seem to have that, but it's every like 6 weeks they'll have that one game that's sort of like that, but then it sort of gets them back on track.
Kick up the arse.
Yeah. So I feel like that might be
possibly
something that's happened.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if it stays as is.
Yeah.
But you could see the Cowboys jumping in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do we want to go? Do we think Panthers will stay top, or do you reckon Broncos will?
I think Panthers will stay top.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, we'll go Panthers.
Yep.
Broncos.
Yep.
We're going to go Warriors.
Yeah.
A third.
Yeah, I will. Yep.
All right, so we'll stick with Warriors third.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go Cowboys fourth.
Yeah.
Storm fifth.
Yep.
Now, who we got for 6th, 7th, 8th, mate?
It's hard. I think the Rabbitohs will get back there.
They haven't looked good, bro.
But Latrell comes back this week.
Still.
And he's a massive in.
Yeah.
It's, that post-origin fatigue, like that, a few plays there.
Yeah.
Another week. Like, that was a bad loss, but...
Yep. So you're
going... strong
teams. Who comes 6th, you reckon?
Rabbitohs.
Rabbitohs are 6th.
Yep.
So Rabbitohs are 6th. Who we got 7th?
It's a hard one.
Are Raiders dropping out?
I think maybe...
Sharks dropping out.
I think Sharks drop out.
I think Sharks drop out. I
think Raiders just hang in there.
They might get 8th.
Yeah. 7th maybe.
Yeah.
Depending on... It's all
going to depend on results and who's playing who, really. Without looking at fixtures, I'm going to go 6th would be... I'm going to go 6th, the Rabbits. 7th, I'm going to go... 7th, I'm going to say Knights, purely because they've got that point, that extra point on hand. So I think they'll get in and then have that point buffer. So I think they'll keep them up. There'll be a congested amount of teams around 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, on like 28 points.
And then I think it will be like Manly will be 11th, but they'll be in front because of that. That
1 point.
That 1 point thing. Yeah. And then I think it's going to go... Yeah, I think the Eels miss out because their run home's awful.
Yeah.
And then I think it will be... Yeah, that last one will be Roosters, Raiders, or... Yeah, that's probably it. It's probably one of those two that'll fight for the 8, I reckon. That 8th spot.
Or Eels?
Or Eels, sorry. Yeah, or Eels. So Roosters, Raiders, or Eels. I'm going to go Roosters purely because... They're making the 8. I told you already.
Yeah, look, I think there's a game round 26, Knights versus Sharks. That's going to be might be who gets in.
Yeah.
Like 7th or something. You
yeah.
know? And
it's hard to say because then you look at games like, Roosters, Rabbits last game of the season. That could be like us making the 8 or them making the 8.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like we're only 2 points away from them right now.
Like from history, like that's always a big game anyway.
That can go either way. That could be like a game to make the 8, which could be massive and could push teams in and out.
Yep.
There's plenty of teams playing each other around there.
Yeah.
So it's just really going to come down to that. So
I think this weekend.
Who are you going to go for your 8th?
I don't know. Yeah. Raiders.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Only
it's basically the same.
Yeah.
And you're probably just going off of like points of what's right now.
Yeah.
They're on fucking 28 points, man, and we're on 22.
Yeah.
So you look at that right now and you go, well,
yeah.
They don't have to lose a bunch of games for us to even have a chance.
This weekend is a big weekend in the context of like a lot of team seasons.
Yeah. Oh, this is our grand final. It is every week, but this is particularly purely because if we lose this week, we're so out of touch of everyone else. It's just you can't pull that back.
No,
you can't.
And like also, like Storm versus Parramatta, that's a massive game for Parramatta to stay where they are.
Yeah,
right, and that's down at Amy Stadium. Then the next game, Raiders versus Knights.
Yeah,
that's a humongous game.
Yeah, it is.
Like that potentially.
It's hard. See, that's a really hard position for me because then it's like, well, like it's so hard because you go, well, Raiders win, that pulls them further away.
Yeah. Or do you want the Knights to win?
But the Knights are the closest to us, so you probably want them to lose for us to jump them.
But then
if we win.
Yeah, but then you want like who's in the top 8 to come out.
For sure.
So it's hard.
But then you don't want you to go in.
No.
So it's kind of like, and you're a point ahead. So I think first you want to get in front of teams before you have to try and pull anyone back.
Yeah.
So like for us, it's like, well, okay, we want to win this week.
Yeah.
And then that's on Thursday night. And then sit there and go, cool, let's watch all you guys lose, hopefully. And then you know, we jump you.
You want Storm to win, and then you want Raiders to win.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you want Dragons to beat Manly, just so it's like they're not moving around anymore.
Yeah, they're gone, kind of thing.
Panthers have the Sharks.
Right now they're in front of us at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So.
Like Panthers have the Sharks this weekend too.
Yep.
Like that's a
big game.
Well, the Panthers are paying $1.14. You think like that's going to be a Panthers win?
The Sharks could possibly be out of the 8 after this week.
They could.
They can drop out.
Yeah. Rabbitohs have the Tigers. So looking at the way it's set up, Rabbitohs probably will be in the 8 at the end of the weekend.
Probably, yep.
Sharks possibly back to 9th. No. Eels back to 9th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's so funny, man. You look
if the
at
Knights
this,
win, then the Knights jump to 9th.
You look at, sorry to harp on the Roosters, it is just that sort of theme today.
But it is every week, mate.
Yeah, but you look at that and it's like, it just shows you that like real, like when we lost against the Dragons after the bell, like the context of what that could do within this whole thing. Like if we just won that game, you look at it and, you know, we'll be on 24 points, the same as the Rabbitohs.
Yeah. It's been a year, like to come back to the Knights. Lost to the Panthers in Golden Point. Lost to you guys by 2 points. Lost to the Cowboys by 2 points.
Yeah, you've had a lot of close games.
Lost to the Broncos by 4 points, the one we went to.
Yep.
Like so many missed opportunities.
100%.
Where
it's crazy, it's that can change the whole.
We get 2 of those. We're coming 6th. Like it's crazy how tight this
it is so tight.
year is.
You look at that and you're like, Jesus Christ, there's still probably, I would say, look, the Dolphins are on the same points as us.
Yeah, but it's hard to see
but
them.
It's hard to see them. You'd probably say from us up, like realistically, 12th up has a chance of making the 8.
Yeah. I think, like even Gold Coast with a fucking some weird thing could, but it's hard to see.
I'd say 12th up can make the 8 and then 5th down could drop out.
Yeah.
From what I'm sort of seeing. I don't think
you don't see Storm doing it. No.
But yeah, anywhere from 5th down. So the whole the whole bottom 4 of the 8 is available basically.
Wouldn't it be
anyone could make that?
Wouldn't it be such a Raiders thing to like be sitting like
well, that's why I just feel like they're going to drop a little bit.
And then just like
I feel like it's going to happen, man.
I think we've already beaten them this year from memory. Early on. Just let me double check. I just want to for my own. Yeah,
I think. I think top 4 are basically safe from what I can see. In terms of it's hard because you think we both think the Cowboys will probably move up.
Yeah,
and we think the Storm will drop out to 5th. But yeah, that can easily swing as well. Like Cowboys are playing really good right now, but you know, Nanai's out now for a few weeks and there's a few in and outs and stuff. So it's really going to come down to injuries and stuff as well, man.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, like what if Latrell comes back and he gets injured again, or you know, are they going to make the 8? Maybe not. You know, it's really going to come down to that shit as well. Sure. We're just going off what we know right now, right?
Yeah. See, I'm just trying to compare these. Knights beat them 24-14, but that was only round 4. So.
Yeah. It's hard to say when shit's like so early on in the year before Origin and fatigue and injuries and all that. Hey.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's what we think for top 8. So we're doing Panthers, Broncos, Warriors, Cowboys, Storm. Then we had the Rabbitohs. We had the Knights. And then I'm going Roosters. You're going Raiders.
Yep.
That's our top 8.
Yep.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
we'll check it back.
Yeah.
Check the tape in a few weeks when we've gone on a 7-0 run. So it's happening, mate. I'm telling you.
Okay.
All right, we'll move on to some news.
Just before we go, like, are you like quietly like shitting yourself?
Am I quietly shit myself?
Yeah.
About
like
what?
how the Roosters season has gone.
Do I look like I'm shitting myself?
You were last week.
That was last week, mate. I
No,
told you.
but like
We've turned the corner.
no, I know, but like this is an unfamiliar position for you.
We've turned the corner, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna buoy the boys, and we'll get there.
Okay.
All right.
That's good.
The vibes will seep out of me and into them. You know.
Yep.
And
How many games did you lost before last weekend?
it's not important.
Like in a row. Are we on a bad run?
Three.
So you lost 3.
We lost 3.
Yeah, okay.
But we'd only won 2 in the last 9 before that.
We were the same.
Yeah.
But then we're on a 3-game winning streak.
There you go,
Yeah.
mate.
Yeah.
If there's a team that can win 7 in a row, it's us.
It's been done last year, so
You look at that team as well, and you know, you're playing players back when their positions, like Suoliti hasn't played on the wing for 5 weeks. Looked unbelievable. See the try he scored?
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You play him in your position, oh my God.
Was he doing the Dougie, wasn't he?
Yeah. But like, you know, he had Manu teaching him how to Dougie stuff.
Fucking right, move on.
All right. Hodgson reportedly has retired due to injury.
Oh, did he?
Just come out today. NRL physio reportedly announced it today that apparently his neck injury will be too bad that he won't be able to continue on. Haven't got confirmation from him or the club or anything yet, but if that is true, sad. It's always sad to see players retire from injury.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think it is sad for sure. I think a lot of people were surprised when Eels signed him.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a bit of a weird one.
He was like,
But I
30.
guess they were trying to just sort of plug a hole with Marnie.
Oh,
I guess it's like he
100%,
probably
yeah.
got it pretty cheap.
Yeah, experience.
You know, and he was out with an ACL the year before, but like if you could get back to the form he had 2-3 years ago,
He was like
he was one of the best 9s in the game.
He was like level with
Him and
Cameron Smith.
yeah. 100%. So like, it was probably worth the risk. Do you know what I mean? It was probably worth it.
Yeah, for like 120 or something.
Yeah, for a little plug-in for a year or two. Probably worth it.
Letting hands sort of come, because he's going to be
he's probably going to be the next one.
Yeah.
So as someone he could learn off and be around and you know, but sad. He's had a really good career.
He has,
especially in Australia that we know of. And yeah, all the best, I guess.
Yeah, all the best.
I'm sure he'll stay within footy, I reckon. But someone will
probably
help him out.
Raiders will pick him up as a
I think he'll stay around footy
coach,
unless he wants to move back to England. I'm not really sure.
And then he'll go footy there
Probably.
anyway.
Yep. Cool. We'll move on to the next one. So Ryan Papenhuyzen has come out and said that he's apparently only a couple of weeks away from playing, he reckons. My question to you is, where do you play him and how do you play him?
14.
14?
Yep. And come on as like an extra 5'8" or something.
Yep. So I think that's the obvious answer. How long do you do that for? The rest of the year?
A month. Yeah, regular season.
So regular season, and then what happens to Nick Meaney?
Play him at 14.
They reverse. Do you reckon that's pretty rough that Nick Meaney plays the entire year?
I think was always part of the deal.
I think Nick Meaney's part of the deal was to be on the wing, but now they've got 2 good wingers.
Yeah, true.
Do you know what I mean? Like he was always supposed to be in the team.
But
what happens next year? Do they
right?
just push Nick Meaney out? I know he's like backup, but does he want to be a backup player
Can he
at
play
this
centre?
stage of his career?
Remus Smith's not being that great.
They won't drop him. They won't. He's not really a centre.
But I'm sure
he's pretty good. He's not big enough, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, like he's been going so well. Like he's a gun.
Yeah.
But it might be one of them. Like you can't keep everybody, right?
Yeah.
But he's been such good cover for Paps.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Guys,
like what you've said is what I think. I was just trying to play devil's advocate, but no, I agree. Like it's going to be hard to move players out and be like, oh, Paps back, but
didn't
it's just going to be
they signed Warbrick for like a long term.
Yeah, he's going to be around for a while.
Coach
is killing it. He's going to be around for a while. So what happens to Nick Meaney? Does he go to?
I think he just plays 14.
14, and you can fill in at 6, you can fill in at fullback, you fill in at wing.
Someone's going to get injured.
Yeah,
like
he's probably the
year.
Perfect 14. Like, he can cover lots of positions.
Yeah, and like, I don't know, but I'm sure, like, a lot of these players you would think is like team first, right?
Yeah.
do what's best for the team.
Yep.
And he might just be like a great utility.
No, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably where it goes.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see how Pap goes when he comes back, if he even is anywhere near himself.
Well, that might determine what they do.
They might not. They might just leave him at 14 if he just doesn't look like he used to.
Yep.
At least for the rest of the year, finish him off at 14. At least he can come on, play little bits and pieces, maybe have an X factor impact sort of thing, and then have a full preseason, go into next year, and then fight it out with Meaney for the number 1.
Yep. Yeah,
probably the way to go.
Seems like the way it's going to go, right?
Yep. I just wanted to throw it in there and get your opinion.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll move on. So I just want to talk about this one. So I'm sure you saw it, but the Valentine Holmes tackle. There's been lots of conjecture around, was it high? Was it not high?
Yeah.
If it was high, why was there no HIA? Was Moses just whinging like he does every fucking week?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
What do you reckon?
Yeah. I reckon he's
Moses been a little sooky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
let's say this, like out of all of it, today he got an $1,800 fine.
Yeah.
That's it.
So it's fuck all.
I think what
they
Todd
had
Payton
to do
said,
that.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, they had to do something.
Yeah.
But I think what Todd Payton said probably nailed it for me. Whereas he said Val Holmes is moving at pace. Fucking Moses is moving at pace. If they've both collided and he's hit him with forceful and direct contact to the head, as what is why he got sin binned, there would have been a HIA for sure. And
he's gone.
And he's probably
didn't he say he's
out.
on the way to the hospital or something?
Yeah, he's on the way to the hospital or something. It's like, yeah. 100%.
I fully agree.
And I think there's been a few this year where people have been rocked hard and they've come down and their whiplash has then hit, like their chin of the whiplash movement has touched the shoulder, so it looks bad, and then the player has felt a touch on their chin and they've gone, oh, it's hit me in the chin.
Yeah.
But it's like, nah, mate, he hit you in the chest, and then your
Wouldn't
whiplash hit the fucking,
Wouldn't
hit
it be like...
Do they just are they just saying that that's a head high?
I guess they are.
So you can try and draw the line where that, and you go, well, yeah, it's not direct and hot. Like they probably said the wrong terminology.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's probably not what they said, but at the end of the day, whiplash, no whiplash, whatever. His chin touched him on the shoulder at some stage, and it was at pace.
But
for him not to go for a HIA, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just wanted to throw that in.
That's all right. So what I was going to say with that, like HIA and Simeon and all that stuff, I think we might have even mentioned this earlier, a few weeks ago or whatever. Wouldn't it be like a good idea or possible idea of just say like, all right, yep, head high to him, head high, like, head high someone. He goes off for a HIA, they get the penalty, boop, yep. If he can't return, Simeon.
Yeah. It's just hard because, like, what if it's at a critical point in the game and then they've, like,
got to wait for the HIA,
and they go,
but then can't they do the HIA quickly?
I don't know. I
Straight
think it's
off
15 minutes,
or whatever.
isn't it?
I think they can they rule them out
They
quick,
can rule
though.
them out quickly, but then there's delayed. Like, the whole reason it's 15 minutes is because you can have delayed symptoms, so they have to wait the remaining time.
Yeah.
So it's like,
but if it's
would you do it after 15 minutes?
But if it's that bad, they're like, nah, he's gone.
Yeah.
Boop. Simeon, and then that 10 minutes Simeon.
Yeah.
It won't happen, but something to like think about.
I think if it's illegal and it's bad enough that someone has to go off for a HIA, it's probably fair.
Yeah.
I would say, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But the fact that he didn't
go off.
That's the part that I have a problem with.
And he kept playing.
And he whinged on the ground going, he hit me in the jaw.
Yeah.
So you felt it in the jaw, but you didn't have to go off for a HIA, but you still got an advantage.
But
not only is it a penalty, but then another 10 minutes after that. That's the part that is just wrong for me.
Shouldn't the independent doctor be looking at that and being like, he has to go off?
You'd think so.
Yeah.
But obviously, like, they didn't think there was enough contact with the head.
So it shouldn't have been a Simeon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's
so if the doctor cannot
about.
see an issue with the contact to the head, but then the bunker sees an issue with the contact to the head, one's in the wrong there.
Yeah.
Take your pick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Every week it'll be a different person.
To be fair, I've seen this year, less go off for a HIA.
Yeah.
I've seen people go off for a HIA from whiplash.
Yeah.
So I've seen people get hit in the back and they're going like that, or they've passed the ball and there's been a sin bin. Remember there was a few earlier in the year. Radley did one. There's a few others, and that person had to go off for a HIA because of whiplash. Well, that was a perfect example of whiplash. So why didn't he not go off for HIA?
This is the inconsistency.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
So there's inconsistency in doctors, in the independent doctor,
bunker.
in the bunker, the refereeing on field, and then teams are supposed to just understand what's happening. But how do you understand what's happening when
they don't understand?
No one knows what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's just all inconsistent.
Yeah.
And it's the same shit we hear every single year.
And we probably sound like a broken fucking record.
And since I first started watching football, is true football, that is, as well, rugby league, is that no one knows what the fuck's going on with anything most of the time.
Yeah.
And every week it's different from that week to that, from that play to that play, from that game to that game. It's always different because everyone has a different opinion and a different viewpoint or interpretation is the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
You know, everyone's different.
Yeah.
So everyone's opinion is different. Even from me to you, we always argue about different shit.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like you can't ever get it perfect, which is fine. But I just feel like the inconsistency is so far apart.
It is. Where it shouldn't be. Like it's
you don't look at any other sport and see anything that far apart. I don't really know any other sport. I watch a lot of sport, and I don't know a single sport that has differences that are that far apart in inconsistency week to week.
Yeah.
I don't know a single other sport. That professional sport, like to the level of how much money goes through the game, I just can't see how you can be that far different.
I wish I had the answer.
It's mental to me.
Yeah.
It's rugby league. Rugby league.
Yeah.
All right, mate. So next one, Luai is apparently basically left his management. He's now going to go into the open market, and there's apparently reports saying there's interest in the Bulldogs signing him and him linking back up with Serraldo.
Yeah, I think he's come out and said, there's been a report of him saying it apparently.
Mm-hmm. Do you reckon it's him just stirring the pot and maybe getting a bit of money?
Maybe
getting that.
But maybe he does. Like half his teammates are going to Bulldogs.
What do you reckon that does to the Bulldogs if he went there?
So like him and Matt Burton in the halves.
Matt Burton. Reed Marnie. You've got Crichton. You've got Kickow, which hasn't really played this year.
No.
You'll have Bronson Sherry next year. You'll have Adokar on the wing.
Yeah. Kiraz on the other wing.
You'll have
who's fullback?
Avarillo still be there. Or did Avarillo leave? He's going to the Dolphins.
He's gone Dolphins. Yeah.
Yep. So you'll have Paul Alamotti. Fullback will probably Crichton. You'd think.
Yep.
You know, I think they're probably a forward away, even though Liam Knight signed today. By the way, I think they're probably like one.
They're chasing
solid forward. I don't think they need
someone, aren't they? Thought I've seen something.
I think Sullivan might be going the opposite way as well. Jaden Sullivan.
Yeah.
So I think Flano's leaving and he's coming in maybe.
Yeah, right.
They were supposed to be doing a switch, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
Like official yet.
Yeah. That's a good
I thought they were like
option.
Chasing a front rower.
Well, I think they were chasing Matt Lodge for a while and then he went to Manly. Possibly. I have to call Eddie.
Yeah.
I don't know, mate. But yeah. Do you reckon that'll happen? I don't.
Nah.
I don't reckon it'll happen.
I reckon he'll leave Cleary.
I reckon it's him throwing interest out there to bump his salary up a bit.
But do you think? I don't think Panthers would pay will be stuck into that shit.
I don't think they will, but I don't think they'll want to break that up.
And I wonder what they would do.
They've just played together for so long, and it's a formula that wins. If it's another $100,000, you probably you'd do it.
Suck it up. Yeah.
Like people don't like Luai, and that's fine. But they
work well together.
They work well together, and he probably has a worth that is fair in the game, and it might not be what other people think purely because the dissatisfaction of him.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like he's a good player.
He is. Yeah.
He plays Origin, man.
Yeah.
Like he's not that shit.
Basically, not single-handedly, but took Samoa to the World Cup.
I thought his first game was probably him and Liam Martin were the two best players in Origin 1.
Yep.
Personally, I thought.
I agree.
But everyone sees the game differently as well.
Yeah.
Like,
and second
everyone
game,
said that Crichton was really good in the first game, and
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
Neither.
So it just, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we get back to, man. You know,
Yeah.
difference of opinion.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
No.
Move on from that one.
Yeah.
So Anthony Albanese has apparently pledged $5.5 million for PNG to be the 18th team in the league in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
I was talking about this today with a couple of people, but we have sort of talked about it a while ago.
Yeah.
I just want to bring it back up because we do have some new listeners and new followers around, and I just want them to understand our take on it. Personally, I don't think they should be.
No.
And
I forget who I even
people,
said.
yeah. Hey?
I forget who I said should be the...
I don't know who we said. We
team.
agreed on something. I can't necessarily remember, but I just, my answer is, I think it was either Perth or like, I think they should move the Bears somewhere. That's what I think they should do.
I think
that's
Perth,
what we wanted.
didn't we?
Yeah, I think like Bears should go to Perth or something where there's a supporter base. They've still got the team, but they're just relocated.
Yeah.
That's what I think should happen. The reason why I don't think, and I think we've both said this, is why we don't think that PNG should be the next side. I think in the next few years, so they want to make 20 man, 100%,
for sure,
100%. But I think it's too soon, and they haven't got the logistics right around what it's going to be. Great, you're going to put $5.5 million in. What is that?
Yeah.
What are you doing with that?
Yeah.
Where are they playing their games? Are they ever actually going to play any games in PNG? If not,
are the stadiums good enough to...
Is there stadiums that can hold that?
Yeah.
A player's going to be safe playing over there because, you know, there's going to be fucking fans hanging off light poles and shit to watch.
Yeah.
Imagine the first game there, bro.
Yeah. Be wild.
It'd be fucked.
Yeah.
Like, you know, do they have like the...
So passionate.
Yeah. Do they have the safety precautions around... I'm not just talking about players. I'm talking about people
crowd,
in general, the crowd, everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, this is a professional game. You can't just take it to a park and play it, man, at the end of the day. You know, and... They're trying to make it more and more professional. And it's like, well, if you go down that route too far, I think you lose that. Yeah, like we're trying to build the game and bring you know, that Pacific Island and all this sort of people into it. I think there's other ways around it.
Is there a reality where like PNG get the team, like they get the 18th team or whatever, and then they're playing like a lot of their games out of Queensland?
Yeah, that is obviously what I think will happen.
5 years later, then they have all the infrastructure.
I just think it loses what the whole thing is supposed to be.
Yeah. You do, because you're not playing the games there.
You're not playing the game. Yeah, okay, you can maybe say, well then, but it gives fans over there a chance to watch a team and support a team that are from there.
Are they based in New Zealand maybe or something like?
But then it's just like, but it's a PNG team.
Yeah. You want them in
PNG. So let's just do it when we know we can do it.
Yeah.
Let's spend 5 years building a stadium.
Yeah. And then when the
getting
next
everything
intake,
set up. Exactly.
They come in. Yeah.
Exactly.
I agree. I think that's what we said.
We did.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to reiterate because obviously this has come back up.
Yeah,
I just wanted to give people our viewpoints, and I know that we agreed on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I see it.
I see. Exactly
I have nothing
the same.
against them having a team. I want them to have a team. I think it'd be unbelievable.
It'd be fucking
but
crazy.
I just don't think if we want to try and extend the game as quickly as possible, or like expand the game. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think it's just not the most viable option right now. If we want to build a team in the next 2 years, so they're saying 2025, are they? Or 26?
So 2 years. No, 25.
25.
Yep.
There's no way.
That means next year they have to, like, sort of at the end of this year, they have to have it sort of announced.
Yeah.
So they can prepare next year.
The only way I can see them doing it for that would be they play every second weekend at North Queensland Stadium.
Yeah.
That's be the only thing I can really think of.
Yeah.
And they just base themselves out of there, whether they're closest to
PNG.
Yeah. But then it's like, but if they're not going to PNG ever, what's the point of being based there?
Yeah.
Or like as close as you can to there if they're
There's
never
no
even going there anyway. You can be based anywhere in
maybe
Australia.
for their fans to fly over to Townsville.
Maybe.
But
I can't see too
many.
many.
A lot of people flying over.
Yeah, I can't see it happening too much, man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's hard to say, but yeah, I just think, I reckon it. I think they should do the Bears and just relocate them somewhere.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Next one, Flanagan has come out and Shane Flanagan, that is, has told Ben Hunt he's not leaving next year. what do you find the truth behind this? Do you think he'll stay? Do you think he'll go? Do you think he'll kick up a stink?
Apparently, like, he's agreed.
Yeah, but what happens next year when they lose their first 5 games? What's going to happen?
But maybe they won't. Like,
What
Flanagan's
if they
a good
do?
coach. Yeah,
What
they
if they do?
might.
But then is he going to want to fuck off?
Probably. He probably like kick stones and want to go. But yeah, I like it from Shane Flanagan.
Yeah,
Being like I'm the coach.
Oh, I like it, but I'm just like, I don't know. I do like it, but I'm also just like,
too, like
33-year-old. He wants out. You want to start a new culture. How about you just start fresh? Maybe.
Yeah.
You got.
I think we said that
you got your son coming.
Yeah, we said it weeks ago. Like,
you know,
maybe just cut
ties.
Yeah.
Just start fresh.
They were ready to get rid of Lomax
clearing the way.
and
Well, like apparently he's staying now too.
Yeah, because he had a couple of good games.
Well, he reckons he's talked to him and said he wants him to stay.
Yeah.
So he said he expects Lomax and Ben Hunt to stay.
If they stay, like they're two great players
for sure. I don't have anything against him trying to keep him.
Yeah,
but I'm just looking at it from the other thing of like, you're trying to rebrand the culture of the Dragons, which has been fucked.
And you got someone
years.
that doesn't want to be there.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
And he's 33. It's not like you're going to build a team around him for the next fucking 5 years. No. He's probably going to be gone in a year or two anyway.
They just let Moses Mbai go, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. To overseas.
There's about 3 to 5 people that they've cut.
Yep.
That like are going to be cut from next. I think Sullivan's cut. They said,
I think Mbai.
He said he can go now.
Yeah, Mbai went now.
So did Sullivan.
Sure. Yeah, right. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. I like it, but I don't know.
He's making moves, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if I can see it playing out.
Yeah,
like you say, if they lose the first 4 out of 5 games or something,
yeah,
he might be. But then who can take him then? If people fill rosters, spend that money, the Titans hold out filling a spot, they've just let go of Sexton. Anticipating that they'll get Hunt.
Yeah,
they don't have him anymore.
I know. But I guess they're thinking maybe Tanner Boyd, but
they were thinking Ben Hunt.
Tanner Boyd's only 23.
Yeah. He's super young, but he's super young.
Like. Yeah. But I don't know. His manager came out through the week saying that they need to stick with him.
Stop looking for a Hunt when you got a Boyd.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
But then like I thought he was awful on the weekend.
He was.
You know, so it's hard. He was awful, but Roosters were better.
Okay. Okay.
All right. That's about it. That's all I had down in terms of our news.
Yeah. Did you want to just touch on Nicho Hynes yesterday?
Oh, yeah. What do you want to talk about?
Like with his blow up?
Yeah. You can talk about it if you want.
Yeah. I mean, like, we don't have to go fully into depth, but I just wanted to sort of see what you thought.
From what I saw, like, I think he got a fine today, and I think that's probably fair. He wasn't like swearing. He wasn't like, oh, you fucking cunt. Like Walsh did to, like he did. Let's be honest. He said it to the ref.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't that bad.
No. What did he say? He's like, that's 3 times Belinda.
Yeah.
You should be able to say that.
Can I like play devil's advocate here? That might stir a bit in the pot. And I'm not saying this because I think it. I'm just saying it to just see what you think and what everyone thinks. Do you think it got a harsher punishment because it was a female referee?
Nah. Maybe.
I just thought about it then.
Yeah, no.
Because you said Belinda, and I was like, that's right, it was a female.
Yeah, it was that Belinda.
Possibly, yeah.
You would hope not.
You'd hope not, but
maybe
the NRL might have looked at it and gone,
can't have that. Yeah. He wasn't even like
it wasn't bad. That's what I mean.
He is the captain.
Yep.
You should be able to question.
He said that's 3 times. He didn't like swear.
No. He's obviously frustrated.
He's frustrated.
Did he even get the fine for that? I think he got a fine for tripping.
I think he got it for that. I don't know.
I think he got a fine for tripping.
Someone told me today it was for that. So
okay, maybe it was for that. Yeah.
I don't know. But it wasn't bad. And the worst part about it is it wasn't forward either.
No.
Did you see it?
Beautiful pass.
It was a great pass.
That was a try.
It literally it might have floated, but you could even see when he threw it, it went back and then sort of went like that.
And I don't
even know. It was really
if
windy that day.
And I don't even know if it floated like forward.
It might have.
Where he passed
but like from what I could
where he
see,
caught it was behind.
You could tell it was definitely behind.
Yeah.
But like if it did, it floated. But then that's back anyway. That's always.
That's always.
If we're gonna start saying differently, Well, then video refs can rule on forward passes.
Yeah.
The whole reason we don't allow video refs to rule on forward passes is because they can't tell if a ball has left the hands backwards on certain angles.
Yeah.
She was right in line. You could tell.
Yeah.
So she actually did get it wrong.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
She got it wrong.
Let's just say that right
Yeah.
now. But interesting to think, hey,
Yeah. You'd hope not.
I don't want to be like,
No,
you know,
yeah.
but I just thought it would be, it's interesting.
You'd
point
hope
A.
not, but
Hope not.
who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of women, the NRLW kicked off this weekend.
How good.
Very good, man. Fuck. I just think it's so pure, their game.
It's
like, it's what I used to watch like early 2000s without all
100%.
without all the biff.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like just
For sure.
like I don't think they're allowed to wrestle.
No.
They don't have wrestling coaches and they're not allowed to do it. And it's
so
just so
free-flowing.
pure. It's
Yeah.
just they get tackled, they get up and they rip in.
Yeah.
And it's fucking great to watch, man.
Yeah. And Roosters girls won.
Roosters girls won. Yep. Do you see the old love had a little nibble on the arm?
Yes.
People go.
Wait, who was that? A Broncos player? Yeah.
Broncos
she was
winger.
on debut.
On debut.
Yeah.
I wonder how many weeks she got. I seen it went to the judiciary, but I didn't see the charge yet.
That'll be a few.
100%.
Has to be like 3 or 4.
Oh, it'd be at least 3.
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knights girls got a win.
Yeah. You said you watched a lot of the games, or at least
I
the
watched
highlights.
I watched the highlights, so
Yeah.
I can't really. You get what you get out of highlights, but
Right.
it's just good to see.
Who looked the best out of most of the games for you?
Newey.
Newey looked the best.
Yeah. They played really
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Fucking Millie Boyle was.
I seen
Bro.
there was like a comment.
She should be
from-
playing in the men's game because
Yeah.
it is fucked how good she
Yeah,
is.
she's a gun.
And Jess Surges. Oh my God.
Yeah. You've basically got like half the the
It's fucked
New
because you
South
go
Wales
to
team,
Jess
yeah.
Surges and then you go left and you got Isabel Kelly, who's just
Yeah.
a fucking beast as well.
yeah.
Like, and then Millie through the middle.
I see there was
ridiculous.
one of the I think it was like Caitlin Johnston from the Knights.
Yeah.
There was like a comment after. I might not have been her, so sorry if I got that wrong. But
I think I saw it. I know what
she's
you're going to
like,
say. Yeah.
like it's good because there's like no egos.
No
now.
egos in the club
I think
now.
like who's gone? Millie Boyle.
It's wild to say that no egos in the club and you won the grand final last year.
Yeah,
So no matter if you have an ego or not, like they won the grand final. So
yeah. But like that's good.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
do you reckon on the try celebration where Millie got the ball hit out of her hands, do you think that happened or do you think they were reenacting Reed the other day?
No, I think that happened.
No, I don't think so.
You reckon it was
Yeah, you watch it again. They wouldn't have done the same thing as what Reed and who was it? So that Reed did it.
Yeah.
I think Reed hit it out of someone else's hand.
Yeah.
It was a Bronco. Oh, I think it was Herbie or something.
Yeah.
I think Herbie
it was.
Farnworth was doing it. Oh no, it was Billy Walters. It was Billy Walters. He did the
like taking a photo.
taking a photo, I
Yeah.
think, and Reed Mahoney, Reed Mahoney,
Marnie.
Reed Mahoney.
Mahoney.
Mahoney. Reed Mahoney. Reed Mahoney was like, he knocked out his hand.
Yeah.
And I think they reenacted that, is what it was.
Right.
Because she didn't
see
really
that.
like, she was just like,
Yeah.
but it was kind of not, I think it was.
Okay. Yeah.
So I looked at comments and everyone's like, that's fucking cheap from the Broncos player. And then a lot of other people were like, nah, she was like reenacting
Yeah,
the
it was
thing.
fake.
I'd like to get some clarification. Billy,
Reach out.
if you're ever listening, like,
Reach
probably
out.
not, but just write in the comments, fake or not. Let me know. Go the Roosters.
Fuck the Roosters.
Anyway, anything else to take from it? Oh, that chick's finger.
Oh yeah, that was
Bruh. Oh, that looked like your toe when you helped me move.
That was more fucked than my
Mate,
toe.
I fucking had a good laugh the other day. I was doing handstand practice for CrossFit, and I fell over and landed. I like flipped over my head and like pushed my toe that way, my big toe, and like jarred it. And just like I don't know why, but the first thing that popped in my head was, I just
Dislocated.
thought no. I just thought this just shows the difference between what me and Joel are made of. I'm made of the right stuff. I full flip over, kick my toe, and just hurt it a little bit. And you just jump over a barrier about what?
Yeah, but
meter and a half high.
Yeah, but
and
the
then
point-
you go, oh, my toe feels sore,
but
and it's sticking out sideways.
because my toe like it was straight into the ground.
Yeah, but You're not made of the right
obviously
stuff,
weren't.
mate.
No, right,
You're not
mate.
made of the right stuff.
Righto, mate.
You know.
Fuck
You're not
yeah.
made of the right stuff, mate.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway. All right. Where we at? Hour in.
Yeah.
Looking good. All right.
Oh, not really. Got to cut a bit
true.
out.
Yep. Games. Let's get into them.
Store.
Yeah. First one. This feels like it was fucking
10 years
so
ago.
long ago, man.
Yeah.
I think because I went away. I went to the Gold Coast, remember, guys, but I also went to Mount Tambourine over the weekend.
So you were in Sunny Coast and Gold Coast.
No, they're both in the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both
So
Gold
you're in
Coast.
2 places at once.
Yeah, I went hinterlands and I went to the coast and watched a vintage win and then went back to Tambourine and walked everywhere.
Nice one.
Yep. Dragons Tigers 18-14. Thoughts?
Shit game.
What we thought?
Yeah, it was poo.
I was fucking spewing. I thought Tigers were gonna get them,
Yeah.
and that
I
would have
think
been
that
a
was
tip
just
for me.
fucking anyone, right? That was
Yeah.
a coin flip.
Yeah.
Just, Dragons with the less shit of the shit.
Yeah.
Who puts that on a
they went
Thursday
in,
night?
Oh, I don't know, man. They went in like sort of rotation of being shit and being good.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
Like Dragons were better at the start, and then I think
Through the middle, the Tigers were better.
Tigers, and then
Dragons just came home better.
correct.
Yeah.
I think it sort of switched over a period. So I don't know. Like as I said, it's not a fucking pretty dog shit game, really.
Yeah, like such a surprising. I know they do the draw like ages in advance, but like Knights haven't played a Thursday night game.
What?
Yeah.
Not one.
No.
We played heaps.
Yeah, I know, and you played the next 2 in a row.
Yeah, it's because we're fucking good.
But like, how can that game be a Thursday night and then Knights can't
I
even
don't
get
know.
a fucking Thursday?
I guess they tried to thought, Pooslinger for the ages is going to be fucking red hot.
Yeah.
Dog shit though.
Yeah, dog shit.
Yeah, fuck. I don't know. I thought the Tigers were gonna actually get up, as I said, and I think they will. I honestly still think, even though this has sort of changed things a little bit, I think they're gonna beat the Dragons.
Yeah, like to
This
the
year.
spoon.
Yep.
So they got to get 2 more wins.
I think they will.
Let's have a look at the draw.
Yeah, let's
I
look
wanna
at the
have a
draw.
draw. Who we got? Tigers. So they got Rabbitohs
Yep.
this week. So that's a loss.
Loss.
Raiders.
Loss.
Could be anything, but most likely
Who are we doing off? Is it Dragons or Tigers?
Tigers.
Right.
Warriors. Loss.
Where?
At Tigers.
Like
Oh, no.
it's
At Hamilton. So
over there.
over there, but it's a Tigers home game.
Right. I think a lot of clubs are taking games over there because they're repaying them for.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then Dolphins.
Yep.
You think would be a loss? Could be anything, I guess.
Mm.
You guys, so loss, and then Manly just finish it.
I could see them winning 2 there.
I can't.
I can.
Who do you see them winning?
Dolphins.
Dolphins and Manly. Probably
Dolphins,
not.
Manly,
Raiders,
possibly Warriors.
possibly Warriors.
Yep, I can just see an upset.
Over there.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, don't crack.
No, bro.
And who have the Dragons got? Manly, Parramatta, Rabbitohs, Storm, Warriors, Knights.
They're not winning any of those.
Yeah. Yeah.
They won't win any of those.
But
games.
then Tigers need to win 2 to get.
Why?
Well, because Tigers are on 12 points, Dragons are on 16.
Oh shit! Do they have another bye in hand?
Bulldogs are on 16 points as well, but they have a bye.
I thought they were only 2 points.
Nah, it's
apart.
2 wins.
Right.
Yeah, so Tigers will
Yeah,
get spooned.
I think they're probably gone.
Tigers would have to win 2 by a good margin,
Mm,
and then Dragons lose everything just
Right.
to do it. Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yep. But yeah,
Cool.
Cool.
Yep. I don't really want to touch more on that game because
Nah.
they're 2 dog shit teams, and
yeah, it was poo.
that was a stinker.
Yep,
Warriors Raiders. This was fucking mental.
it was crazy.
So I genuinely turned it off with 2 minutes left.
Yeah,
I was at a family thing.
Yeah.
And it
When
was
you would
20
think-
to 10.
Yeah.
And it was 2 minutes to go. Literally
Yeah.
2 minutes. And I was like, oh, it's done.
yeah.
Turned
You
it
look at
off.
the scores.
And then 5 minutes later, you text me and you go, awesome ending. And I was like, what the fuck? And I turned it straight back on, and it was like, they're all finished, and it was 21-20. And I was like, what the
It had gone
fuck?
to golden point.
How? How did it get that many points in 2 minutes?
78th minute, Elliot Whitehead. 79th minute, Jack Whiten.
Mental.
Crazy. And Croker missed the kick to win it.
Yeah, I know. I watched it, but I rewinded it. It was only 2 minutes to watch.
Yeah.
Or 3 minutes with the golden point
Yeah.
or whatever.
It was, but then the Warriors just rolled down
Yeah.
and
just
kicked field goal.
They didn't deserve to lose that game.
Nah.
Like, the Raiders weren't good.
No.
They weren't good.
No. Definitely not.
And then Ricky was being a fucking... Did you see what he said afterwards? Silken?
Yeah.
About like a high shot.
On Sebastian Chris or something.
Yeah, but I'm like...
Should have been a penalty try.
If you're whinging about that and like...
When was that? Was like early,
It was early in the
wasn't it?
game, bro.
Yeah,
Like... You see
you have a whole game to win it,
and you see other coaches like thing will go, oh, what do you think about that call? Like, do you reckon that you know, like what do you reckon about that? And they're like, oh yeah, probably. Like I didn't see it, but you know, could have went either way. Probably should have been, but at the end of the day, that didn't cost us the game.
Yeah, we had 80 minutes.
We had 80 minutes to play, and we didn't play up. Like, but he's like, it's always the like, oh, we're the victims.
Yeah. He always, every single like game, every year is like that. Yeah. Poor me. Oh, Ricky.
Warriors though,
Good.
Very
good
good
to get the win.
Yeah.
Nearly let it get away though.
Yeah.
That's scary, but
yeah. They I don't know. They just keep rolling, man. As I said, like they should have lost. They've really at the end. Well, not lost. They should have never lost, or they should have never have made it that close. Yeah. They were comfortably winning that game.
Yep.
And this is the thing where we sort of look at the Warriors and still just have that question mark.
Like, are they going to do that?
Because it's like, could they just do that? Like, it comes to the finals.
Yep.
Let's be honest. They're probably going to make the finals, right?
Yeah.
Are they going to come to the finals and then that's just going to be like, what happens?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I just think that was one of those games that they nearly lost, but they didn't. But that's just like all right, we don't do that anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just wanted I know we're doing a lot of draw checks. You got your headphones on, bro. Like we're doing a lot of draw checks for teams at the moment, but like Warriors.
Yeah.
Bye next round.
Yeah.
Titans, Tigers, Manly, Dragons, Dolphins. That's it. They're literally playing all of the bottom 5 teams.
So that's why they don't probably stay in there, right?
Yeah, and there's a chance.
But that's almost not good at the same time because it doesn't give you any real like.
No, but they've beaten the good teams.
I know, but leading into the finals is what I mean.
Yeah,
like it doesn't give you any good indication of where you're truly at. Do you know what I mean?
There is like a sneaky chance that they could finish minor premiers.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, Penrith have had all their buys. So if we're looking at a live ladder right now, Broncos are on top because they have the buy in hand. If Broncos and Panthers lose 2 games in the next 6 games, Warriors would be tied points.
Yeah.
And, you know, one of them loses the third, but they both lose the third. You never know this time of the year. People rest, like teams rest players if they got an easy game.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
No. They could easily finish top 2.
Yeah. It's interesting, man.
Man.
Yeah, see what happens.
It's sick, though. I'm so happy for them.
Yeah.
Like, sacrificing everything through COVID.
Yeah. And it's crazy how quickly they've bounced back.
So quickly. You know? Everyone's just bought into the new coach. We were talking about last week.
Yeah. It's good to see. All right, we'll move on. So Rabbitohs and the Broncos.
Yep.
This wasn't as good a game as I thought.
No. They just ran away with it.
I genuinely was extremely happy on the day before, whatever day that was. What day was that?
Friday.
Mm-hmm. When I saw Latrell was out. Made me extremely happy because you tipped the Rabbitohs and I knew
I was cut.
Knew that was probably going to be an instant win and I'd already posted it so we couldn't change it and I was very happy.
Yeah.
And I think, look, they just showed their class.
Yeah.
Broncos are the real deal, unfortunately,
They
mate.
are.
And I am very scared they might win the premiership this year.
So am I. It's fucking scary.
I'm scared.
Do you think it could be like it could be a Penrith Broncos?
I think it'll be Roosters Broncos, but
In reality,
Roosters Broncos.
it could be Penrith Broncos.
No. Might be a 10
I
game.
can't wait
streak.
I can't wait for finals to see what the makeup is.
Yeah.
See, obviously I want the Knights to make it, and it'd be sick if the Roosters made it too.
Oh,
It'd be sick if
What about if
just
it's,
how it plays out.
does 7 play 8?
Nah, 5 plays 8, 6 plays 7.
Imagine that. Roosters Knights final.
You never know what the ladder will be, man.
I don't think you'll get to 5 though.
Nah, we won't. But we might get 6. You might get 7.
Doubt it. We're too far gone. We're making 8 or nothing, I think. Let's be honest.
8 or nothing, baby.
8 or nothing.
Get like a sticker or put that on a shirt or something.
Yeah,
8 or nothing.
until we lose next week. Fuck off. No negative vibes.
Yeah,
cunts.
see, look, you can't help yourself, man.
It seeps out sometimes, but I'm
Yeah.
trying to keep it in because we're staying positive.
Okay.
The boys and
You keep saying that,
the
but
boys
you're not.
need it, mate. You know?
Yeah.
Until we're mathematically out of it, we're fucking in.
Yeah.
All right?
Right, mate.
Anyway. Broncos are looking red hot.
They are looking red hot.
Walsh is looking sexy as ever.
Fuck.
He makes me horny.
Isn't he? Isn't like even Adam Reynolds
Yeah, he's
just doing everything he needs to do.
is Adam Reynolds like
How? As if you're the Rabbitohs and let him go.
yeah, do you kind of get the vibe that he's like a undercover hot boy?
I don't know. I've got a few people that I work with that say he's like they'd like to punch him.
No, I don't get
Like
that
real
vibe.
punchable.
I don't get that vibe.
I don't either, but
I get the vibe a little bit of punchable for like Reece Walsh.
oh yeah.
Do you get that?
Yeah, you get that. For
I
sure.
don't necessarily want to
It's
punch
because
him.
he's like so sexy and shit.
It's one of those ones where you're like, you either want to punch him or you want to fucking fuck him,
like tongue him.
tongue him,
Yeah.
deep throat him, tongue punch him.
He's $5.
Yeah.
Fuck. Anyway.
Yeah. I want to punch him or tongue punch him. I'm not sure.
Probably both at the same time. Fuck. Anyway.
Apparently, Adam Reynolds today, they said that they want him to be a Bronco for life.
I've
So
seen
after
that.
the thing, they want him to stay on
Like
as a coach.
Coach, yeah.
And it'll probably be good. I reckon they'll re-sign him for a couple of years, and then
That's like
apparently he's come out and said previously at other things that he never wants to leave the Queensland now. He loves Queensland, loves where he lives. Like they live on some land or some shit.
It
He
is
says
a
he
good
doesn't want to
place.
leave now.
we
so-
we live in Queensland. It's nice.
Yeah, it is. I completely understand where
Yeah.
he's come from, but come Origin time, fuck him,
Fuck him.
dogs.
Dogs.
Rabbits.
Disappointing.
What do you say, man? Like, it's a lot to just put on one player in terms of like, if
But he
if
makes
they're
that much
I
difference.
know he does,
Yeah.
but he better come back fucking red hot because.
I think that's why they've left him out.
Do you
to get
think,
him right?
Do you think it's almost a bit of like with them? It's not necessarily what he does on the field, but it's his presence in the team that people go, "Fuck, Latrell's playing with me today."
Yeah, it just makes
do
you
know what I
bigger.
mean? Yeah,
Like
we're gonna fucking kill
grow
him
an
today
ex-
because
yeah.
Latrell's across the room.
grow an extra foot. Like we can fucking do it.
Yeah.
The Trolls here.
Yeah,
Yeah, it has to be, man.
has to be.
They just lift. Any team that he ever plays in
Yeah.
lifts. That's why we missed him in Origin.
I think if they lose 2 games, if they can't win, if they lose, we'll say in the next 3 games, if they only win 1 of the next 3 games, I think they're gone.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say.
I think we have them in 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
It could be, yeah.
because I think we have to play them.
Yep.
At the last game of the year. So
Yeah.
if they don't win, if they lose 2 of the next 3, I just don't. I think like, and then if we can beat them and stuff, like I feel like they might miss out.
Mm.
They need to go on a bit of a run,
It's
which is
like-
fucking mental to
it
think
is
because they were
crazy.
like
They were like coming
form team.
second.
They
Yeah,
were the
yeah.
form team earlier
They
in the
were.
year. Everyone's like, fuck, they're like,
Yeah.
and they've dropped off a
Since
cliff.
Latrell was out.
Yeah, just Origin,
Especially,
man, just completely fucked them.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't look great to be honest.
And Broncos just
Yeah, they held in. They
Good,
tried
yeah.
as hard as they can, but Broncos are just too
just
classy.
blew them
man.
out
Yeah.
at the end. Yeah.
You know, and they still have a few players out too. So
Yeah.
you know, few players have to come back into that team as well.
Jordan Ricky, is it? How far he's?
Ricky's still a few weeks off, I think.
Yep.
Was Haas back this week?
Yep.
Yeah. So he's back. I think Tapau will be out now for a little bit. I think Corey Oates is out.
Yep. They've just got people covering though, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a few out there.
Yeah.
All right, next game.
Titans, Roosters. We've already done this whole bit.
Let's do it again.
Fuck, all right.
No, I don't really have much more to say. Other than we're the best team in all the land, and at the end of the day, we're going on a 7-0 run. We are the champions, and time will then tell how good we are. And that's all I've got to say about that.
Yeah, I didn't really watch it. I was actually on the Gold Coast watching.
I nearly saw the greatest try in the history of rugby league.
Nearly.
What
do you mean?
I need to find the play. I'm going to show you after this, it was unbelievable.
Did you not watch the Knights highlights? Did you see Matt Croker's try?
I didn't have to watch the highlights. I watched the game.
Did you see Matt Croker's try?
It's better.
No.
But it was no try.
Well, it doesn't exist.
No, well, I said I nearly saw the try.
I nearly fucking won the lotto, but
it's unbelievable.
Didn't.
There was like someone threw like an outside ball. So I think it was to Teddy. Teddy then like literally caught and passed and threw it back inside to JWH. And then JWH did this like no look outside pass almost straight away again to Lindsay Collins. And he went straight through the hole. And as he went down to score, Brimo come through and knocked it out of his hands as he was like diving over the line and dropped it. But like you couldn't tell from the front angle. And I was like, I nearly blew my load just all my face like I do right now when I saw that. It was fucked. It was like the greatest thing I've ever seen. That was no try.
Oh,
but I'll show you after. It was fucking
I don't really care.
Yeah.
Titans.
We packed up by the end, but as I said, there was that which would have made it 40-something.
Yeah.
Daniel Tupou scored, and they did you see that?
I saw the highlight.
And they lifted him on the shoulders and shit. Yeah. And they carried him around, and then they gave it a no try. So you put those two tries on. We knew we won by it was 50. It would have been 50 to fucking 50-0, I think by then.
But it wasn't.
I know, but I'm just saying, there's like. Yeah, we played better than the second half. Where it's like, we only scored 6 points. Technically,
I saw a thing today on Fox League. It was like a split, without Campbell, Jaden Campbell, and with Jaden Campbell. Like it was like whatever 30 something.
He needs to play every minute.
It was like 36-0 for the 60 minutes that he was not on, and then the 20 minutes he was on, they won the 18 to your 0.
Yeah.
What the fuck he's doing? Like,
I know. Can I give you another stat? And I heard it on the broadcast, and I thought this was fucking wild. That was the first time the Roosters have hit 30 points this year in a game, and they were the last team to do it.
Oh, fuck!
Turn the corner, mate. I told you. We're on.
Really? So
we've hit it.
Every other team has scored 30.
Yep. Fuck. We just needed that confidence. Now we're going on that run, bro. Just see it. Have some faith.
I want to have faith for you, but I don't want to be too much faith where
we're going to win this weekend. We're going to win this weekend. It's happening. Anyway, that was fucking mental. I kind of wish we were
going to it.
Well, yeah, I kind of want to, but I just don't know if I can get off work. But
I got adios.
Dexter, if you're watching, can you cover? Please let me know. Oscar,
Caitlin,
anyone, just let me know.
Caitlin, can I go? Probably not.
Yep. Anyway, that was we basically covered that game.
Yeah.
Titans, I think they're done. They're gone this year, mate. Yeah. They can pack up.
They're a fair way out.
Yeah. They can grab their kit like me and go sit on the beach, mate, because they're done. Next game. Oh, fucking hell.
What a famous win.
Night Storm.
What a famous win.
26-18.
And
if it was so famous, where's your fucking Knights jersey today, mate?
I'm humble in victory.
No, you're not.
I am.
You're not.
I really am.
Yeah, but
I wore it the other week.
I genuinely think by not doing that, it's almost like a curse.
Nah,
I think
let me tell you.
You're setting a curse that you're not even supporting your own team.
See, that's where you're wrong. So I was driving.
I got sunscreen in my eye, bro. Hold on. It's like right in my eyeball.
Suck shit. So we're wipe it on that shit. So where I was driving home from, so I went down to Tugun to watch the South African NRL team, the South African rugby league team versus the Philippines rugby league team.
Yep.
And so
That's some fucking rugby league guru shit there.
yeah. Anyway, so I was driving back when the game was on, so I didn't get home till half time, but we were winning at half time. I obviously didn't have my jersey on. I made the conscious decision not to put my jersey on at half time because the boys were already doing it. What happened?
There is something in that.
Yeah. If I put my jersey on, they would have lost.
So this is how I play it normally. So I wear my jersey normally, and if we win, it doesn't get washed.
Yeah, 100%.
And if we lose, you have to wash the loss out.
Yeah.
What do you feel?
I do the exact same thing.
You do the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with the Origin. So if we win Origin,
if we won
all three games
dirty.
of Origin, it'd stay dirty for the whole year, plus the 3 games of juices and
100%.
beers and tears and
why would you wash the win out?
You never do.
No.
Don't wash the win out. No. That is 100%.
But this is what
that's
I'm
not
saying.
even a superstition. That's just a fucking reality.
But this was my superstition. Like, why would I put my jersey on at halftime? And why would I wear it right now when I didn't wear it during the game and we won? So next game, I'm just gonna go cash.
Go cash. But what if you lose?
Then it comes back on.
But then
I might see what we're doing at halftime. I just gotta vibe it out, you know?
Yes, yeah.
But no, great win. Like, in all fairness.
Yep.
Fucking good win. Like, you watched it. It was a great win.
Yeah, it's good.
Like, I honestly could not believe it.
Yeah.
No, I don't think anyone.
I thought they were going to come back, and
so did I.
You just held on. You kept them out. Then you got a penalty
goal,
and it just.
I think like that sin bin obviously helped. We scored 3 tries, I think, in that sin bin period. That was a fucking dog shot by Tarek Sims.
I seen some absolute dribble today. It was like, oh, Storm, you couldn't even beat us, and we had Lockie Miller and
Brayley out or something,
and Brayley out, and you couldn't even beat us. And I was like, that is some of the most dribbliest shit I've ever heard. That a player that can't make you 17 is someone that you put in as out.
Yeah.
And you still couldn't beat us with that player. I'm like, mate, you can't make you fucking 17.
Nah. Yeah, that's very stupid.
Yeah. I thought it was you, but
not me, mate. I'm, as I said, humble in victory.
All right.
With the Storm, like I thought they were gonna do a storm, come back, get us. But when it got to that like minute and a half, 2 minutes, and they kicked it, and I was like, no fucking way.
Mental A.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah, as I said before, like I just feel like they have one of them in them every 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, I'm
Storm.
just fucking glad we hadn't beaten them.
It's almost like a reset, and they go good again.
We haven't beaten them since 2015. 11 games.
Yeah. Hopefully,
pretty hectic.
Hopefully they're on a run now, and then when we verse them in the finals, that's their reset game.
Yeah.
They did it against the Panthers a few years back. Remember?
Yeah.
Was it last year or the year before?
Well, they went out.
They had an
straight
absolute
sets,
shocking game.
Who beat them last year? Raiders. Out of the finals.
Yeah, but I don't feel like they played that bad in that game. The Raiders were just unbelievable.
Yeah,
I think it was the year before because they won the grand final that year, and then the year after.
Yeah, that's right.
It was like that revenge game, and they just played shit.
Yeah,
it was awful. I think that was when it was at Suncorp because it was what's it called COVID year.
Yeah, that's right.
And they just played absolutely dog shit.
Little like sidebar. If you're finishing top 4?
Yeah.
Who do you want to verse week 1? Panthers or Broncos?
Fuck.
It's hard.
If you're finishing top 4, like as in if
you're finishing 3rd or 4th,
yep.
Like you have a choice to finish 3rd or 4th. Who do you want to be versing? Like, do you want to verse the Panthers week 1? They normally have a bit of a shit.
I don't think it really matters, bro. I think it's pretty rough either way.
Yeah, but like preference, like gun to your head.
Panthers.
You want to verse Panthers?
Yeah.
Just more like what to expect, I guess.
Yeah.
The Broncos are just throwing everything at you. Yeah.
They're kind of like a younger, up and coming, like, but then you can also say they don't have the experience.
Yeah, the big game.
The big game.
But then they got Reynolds there.
Yeah, I know, but
But in
their
the
team
as
hasn't
a
really
whole,
made the
yeah.
8 in like 5 years, 4 years, and then every time they have, they've just been knocked out straight away.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was like 3 years. They got done 56-0, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Dragons beat them by like 51 one year, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think Eels.
Eels.
Eels 56-0.
Yeah, but then I think they played the Dragons maybe the year before,
Right.
maybe at Suncorp, and they got pumped as well.
Right.
I think it was the Dragons.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But anyway, back to the Night Storm. Yeah, just good to get that win.
Yep.
It was one that we needed for our season.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think it can be a season defining victory. It's just like, not that you weren't playing good, but it just that
the confidence to get a top 4 team.
The confidence to just go fucking.
It's like we
are good. We can beat these teams now. Like
we've held up with Panthers.
Yep, you should have won that.
Should've
But they
won
played
it.
shit that game, but still.
We still should have.
Yeah.
They had a full
They played
team.
shit and still won. That's the
Yeah.
only, that's where you take confidence from, but you're also
Yeah.
like, well, we didn't win and we should have.
Yeah.
You know.
Broncos.
Yeah.
We were the better team for the most of the game.
Yeah, we went to that and they
Yeah.
were 100% better team.
We were way better.
Yeah.
Just
They got
lost.
very lucky to get that try at the end there with Reynolds, I think it was.
Just like we can compete.
Yeah.
And then now we've beaten the Storm, like
Yeah.
a full strength Storm.
Yeah.
Like you can compete.
Yeah.
Just need to compete on the games that we expected to win.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
But yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
let's move on. Yeah.
All right. Cowboys Eels.
Yeah.
Did you watch
I
this?
didn't watch it. No.
I watched it like
I watched the
parts
highlights
of it.
and then I saw Drinky.
I watched most of it,
Yeah.
but I wasn't like sitting there fucking
Like enthralled by it.
enthralled
Yeah.
by it. It was a pretty boring game, to be honest, man.
Yeah.
For me anyway.
Mm.
Cowboys just keep rolling. We've touched a little bit on with the whole like Val Holmes thing. Drink water as well.
Yeah.
With yours.
Yep.
Eels are just going through a tough spot, and I think they might miss the 8 purely because they've got a bunch of players out. They've got a really, really tough run home.
When does Dylan Brown come back?
Yeah, he got a 6-week, I think it was, suspension.
So he won't come back till
I think
2
he's got
weeks
another
before
4
finals.
weeks. I think he's got another 4 weeks he's done a miss.
So he'll come back like round 25.
Yeah.
It
Somewhere
might be
around
too
there.
late.
Might be too late, man.
Yeah.
You know, I think Regan Camadula's out for another 2 weeks.
Yep. It's hard. It's going to be hard.
Tough. They're on a tough run
shit
too.
draw, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cowboys are just fucking humming along.
Yeah, they're just humming, man.
Yeah.
Their attacks built together, and the biggest thing earlier in the year for them was they didn't have their defense. They were conceding a lot of points, even though they were scoring and still finding a way here and there. But they've seemed to have really aimed up and sort of fixed that defensive area.
Yeah. And it shows.
Oh,
like,
100%.
hard.
So, really good.
Yeah.
I don't really have too much more to say on that one. No.
Nah.
All right. Panthers Bulldogs. Mate, this game felt like, for me, this was 44-18.
Yep.
It felt like, for me, you know, when, you know, you may be playing footy with your next door neighbour and, you know, he's probably about 4 years younger than you, you know, say you're 12 and he's 8 and there's no one else in the street to play with. And you think, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's go play. And he goes, yeah, no, let's play. And, you know, you put 10 past him and you sort of look at him and you think, fuck, should I give the little cunt one? Maybe I should.
You reckon that's what a bit of?
And then you just take the foot off the gas a little bit.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah. Well, it was. Yeah, they didn't score like.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, I think
Because it was like 28 or 30-0.
Yeah, it was.
And it was like fucking 30 minutes into the game. And
Yep.
I was like, this is 60 minimum.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't just
And they
like
kind
put
of just wooed up a bit.
Is
you
it?
know?
Do you think like Cameron Soroldo?
Nah, I just think they just
like
they're like, oh fucking,
we've already
move
won.
on.
Yeah. Still hard watching if you're Bulldogs,
Like-
but you knew it was coming.
Oh, Ed was in fucking bits before the game. Like he knew they were going to get pumped.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Before the game,
you always
their team
hold
list
that
was
little bit of
fucking
hope.
stupid.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know what the fuck.
Did you see that team list?
Yeah.
So he put.
Didn't he have Averillo?
So he put Hayes Perham to fullback.
Yeah.
Like. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
They had Jacob Carraz in the center, but you lose by putting him in the center. You just lose everything he's good at, which is his
kick
meters.
returns. Yeah.
So I just don't. I know you're trying to get that Blake Wilson in the team and Stelton, but I just feel like you're losing something from having him there, right? they've moved Jacob Averillo into halfback, and we've all last year that didn't work. Like he doesn't have to test that because we know it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Like,
Yep.
you know,
Flanagan
we've
to
got
9.
Flanagan to 9. They put Reed on the bench, and then they brought Reed on at the 30-minute mark, and it was 24-0. And then they scored. He come on the field, missed a tackle, and they scored down the sideline with Toto on like literally the first, like his second touch of the game, or like first minute on the field, and it was 28-0, 30-0. So
crazy.
why are you bringing your best player on when you're 30-0 down?
It's wild.
Are they trying to do, we'll take the sting out the game with Flano, and but you're not good enough to do that.
The sting.
You just put your best players on the field, mate, and fucking
hope for the best.
Hope for the best and see what happens.
It was a bad coaching move.
I don't have confirmation of this, but Ed told me that they dropped Jacob Preston.
What?
Yeah, they dropped him. Apparently he wasn't injured. Don't hold me to that, but Ed said he wasn't injured.
What the fuck?
So, and he was like...
He's been one of their best.
He's literally... He scored a try last week from everything. He's fucking good.
Yeah.
And they dropped him.
To bring...
they brought Alamotti back as well.
They put Ockenbaugh in starting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they brought Alamotti back, and apparently, like, he's been in cup, and he wasn't been that good, Ed said, either. Like, Ed's gets pretty deep with the cup games and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they dropped Topine out of the team, who's supposed to be their next up and comer, like sick, you know, and they brought Ockenbaugh into the team as the edge player. And they moved Pengai Jr. onto the edge.
Yeah. It's crazy.
They've got no forwards as is, and they moved Pengai Jr. onto the edge and dropped Preston. Unless Preston got injured. If he didn't, that and the Reed decision is the two most fucking wildest things I've seen in a while. It's like bad. That is mental to me.
That's fucking bad.
Anyway, they seem a bit lost at the moment. But yeah, Panthers are fucking
just doing it.
Yeah, they're just, you know, they'll play in touch with the next door neighbour at the end.
Essentially, I like that.
All right, next one, Sharks Manly.
Yeah.
26-30. We did touch on it a little bit earlier, because Sharks were my turd of the week. But
wild,
it just
dominant.
It almost feels like two teams that just have no confidence.
Have you seen?
Do you know what I mean? Like they just
Have you seen the score sheet? So Manly 6 tries, right?
Yep.
6 minute is their first try. 44th minute is their last try. Sharks' first try is 46 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
And then they scored 5 tries.
It just seems a team with both teams, no confidence right now. And they're just like, and then they found it at different points.
Yeah.
Like, something clicked. Sharks didn't have any. They scored a couple of points. They get this confidence, and then they just started rolling, and Manly didn't have any. And it just...
Yeah. It's a weird game of like 2 halves or something.
I think they're going to drop off both teams.
Yeah.
Severely. And I just can't see either of them making the 8, man. I genuinely can't, unless there's a big turnaround.
Yeah, based on that, and Fitzgibbon, like Craig Fitzgibbon, he dropped Moylan, he dropped Wade Graham, he dropped
Mentale,
someone else like experience.
Yeah,
it's a fucking big like axe to swing this like far into the year.
I know. He's just trying to,
and it sort of didn't work.
Team,
It didn't work.
It didn't work. I didn't think Trindle was very good at all.
He wasn't very good because he's a halfback, not a 5'8".
Yeah. Do you reckon going into next year, say if Moylan leaves and they keep Trindle, would you switch him and Hynes over? Hynes is probably more of a 6 and he's more of a 7.
I would assume so. Yeah. They'd train like a full preseason and that, Yep. I like Connor Tracy.
Yeah, he was not very good yesterday though.
He wasn't.
What's his name? Kohler just fucking destroyed him.
So fast.
He destroyed him.
Connor Tracy's very fast, but
he left it. Every time I saw, I wasn't like I was watching, but every time I seen it, they swung it early to Kohler, and he gave him too much sideline. Like there was always a big gap between him and the winger. And then he just did this like little goosey in and away, and he just has so much speed.
Yeah, like
and he'd get him, but he'd make 20 meters before he'd bring him down, or someone else would help.
Yep.
And I was like, fuck, he did it so often, man. I was just like, stop showing him so much sideline. Like I guess he didn't want to step back in, but then at least if you step back in, there's a player on your inside normally. Yeah. But he was getting burnt.
He just didn't have faith in the player on the inside.
So did they? Well, that was the other one, Talakai.
Yeah.
They've dropped Talakai.
Yeah. Did he even get any minutes?
No, he got dropped.
I thought he was on the bench.
I thought he got dropped completely.
He did.
Yeah.
I thought they named him on the bench.
I think they did, but then they dropped
They
him
dropped
out.
him.
Yeah. So that was the other one.
Yeah, he was. So he was named at 15.
Yeah.
But then they brought the 18th man in.
Yep. So there's a
pretty
few there.
hectic.
That's what I mean. And then
He
it's
could have
like,
been a game, the difference.
And that's not a very, like, I know they got close in the end, but it wasn't a very good loss either. Like, do you bring him back now or like?
It's like, it shows you sort of nothing.
Yeah.
It doesn't really show you anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
is kind of a
reminds
waste.
me of, it almost reminds me of like the Robbo Sam Walker thing.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, then you keep losing. Like, what do you do then?
Yeah.
Do you just bring him back and say, oh, I was giving him a rest? Or do you say it was on form, but then the players you brought in aren't form? And then you've got two sets of players that don't have form. And it's like, well, then who
it's
you
like,
choosing?
what the fuck? You put yourself in like a lose-lose situation. Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't know.
Anyway, that's all the games. Quickly, do you want to just touch on cricket?
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
I think we're lucky.
I think we got pumped, eh?
I think we're lucky to get that. Well, like we're retained now,
Yeah.
which is good, but
I can see a lot of
well, at least
English,
retained, we could still win it.
Yeah, there's a lot of English blowing up and saying that it's immoral.
You should have won the first two games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's like, well, you know, it's cricket, mate, and
it's been like this for the last 150 years.
Yeah,
so.
and you know, we can't do anything about what the weather does, and you know,
it's in fucking England.
Yeah,
what do you expect?
I've never seen an English crowd or community, I guess, like nation, like go on and gloat and say how good a team is, and they've won one game out of 4.
Seriously,
like
they're
what?
sucking themselves off hard.
How can you?
It's not on the board, mate.
Nah. Oh, they play great cricket, but but you've won
we
one
pretty
game.
much won that one. So but the score says you didn't.
Yeah, it's happened plenty of times, man.
Yeah,
you know.
I just suck shit, I reckon.
There was a thing that I seen Sportsbet put up today, and it was like a cover. It was like the covers, and it was like a huge white thing on the ground, and it said something along the lines of like sending this to Piers Morgan, extra large tissue. And then he replied on it. He said ungraceful or something like that.
Oh,
and it's just like, yep, that's fine.
Baby.
We're all convicts anyway. So like, you know, we're convicts from your country, mate. We can be ungraceful, but at the end of the day, we're at the end. So fuck is. On that note, anything else, mate?
Should we do tips?
Yep. Tips. That's probably the other thing we need to do.
Yep.
You get 'em up, bro.
Yep, I got them. So Broncos, Roosters.
Oh, the Roosters. It's going to be 20-point win. I'm telling you, 20-point win.
Righto.
I'm going 30-10. 30-10, Roosters win.
Righto.
Tedesco, man of the match again.
Okay. I'm tipping Broncos. Tigers, Rabbitohs.
Tigers, Rabbitohs, Rabbits.
Rabbits, yeah, for sure. Storm, Para.
Storm, Para. Storm, I'll go.
Storm for me. Raiders, Knights.
Ooh, I will go...
Yeah.
I'll go Newey, just going off of our top 8.
I'm going Newey. Dragons, Manly.
Fuck, who knows? Manly.
Yeah, I know, right?
Probably Manly. I'll go Manly.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go Manly too. Panthers, Sharks.
Panthers.
Yeah, Panthers. Another shit one. Bulldogs, Dolphins.
Oh, fuck.
It's at Bulldogs.
I'll go Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm going to go Dolphins. Gold Coast, Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yeah, Cowboys. Not too many different. Maybe one.
Not too many. We just won, I think, the first game.
Yeah.
Roosters Broncos game.
Yep. Cool.
You need to make up 3 on me, mate. You got 6 weeks to do it, so you better start fucking tipping right.
Plenty of time.
All right. Anyway, guys, that's it for this week. If you haven't, please subscribe, like, do all that fun shit, and we'll see you next week. Go the Roosters. Bye.
Go the Knights.